Hey guys, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I want to show you how to make the ultimate spark plug socket. I've got one here that I've already made. I'll be taking two new spark plug sockets here. One is 13/16, the other is 5/8, and I'll be modifying them to fit in every nook and cranny on every engine out there that you can think of, and I'll be doing this on my lathe. And make sure to watch to the end because I will be giving away the two sockets that I am modifying in today's video to one lucky viewer. Okay, so here's the spark plug socket I modified a while back here because I was having issues on certain engines here in the shop, especially the LCT engines on snowblowers, Aaron snowblowers to be specific. And I took out the rubber buffer on the inside, and the reason I do that is because it gives you more leeway in tight spots. The plug can move a bit in the socket. Now here's the socket that I made it from. It's a gear wrench socket. If you want the part number, it's right here, 80403. Now here's the difference between the original socket and the new one. You can see the outer wall is much thinner on the one that I've turned on the lathe. And I've even turned down a huge part of the socket right here, and also where the hex part is on the socket as well. So this socket is awesome. It fits in everywhere. Now today I will also be modifying a 5/8 socket, which takes the Champion spark plugs like this, the smaller plugs, RC12YC, really common on some snowblowers and lawn tractors and push mowers. So the first thing I'm going to do here today with these sockets is remove the rubber buffer on the inside. So I'll just reach down with a screwdriver, and here's what's going to come out. Now normally I do leave these rubber buffers on the inside, but for this modified socket, it just makes the socket more adaptable without that buffer in there. So now it gives you more space for the plug to move on the inside. Now what I'll do is measure this with my caliper here, and I'll give you the sizes in metric and in SAE or imperial. So right now I am in millimeters metric. So on the biggest part here, we are at about 26 millimeters, 26.20. If we go to imperial, we are 1 inch and about 30 thousandths, I believe. Fractions, 1 and 132. Now let's measure this part right here. Metric, 21 millimeters, 0.95, so just about 22. And here's the imperial size, 0.864. Fractions, 55/64. Now this part over here is 17.31 millimeters. Imperial, 0.681. Fractions, 0.1116. Now depending on your socket, if you're going to do this at home, just don't take off as much here as here, and look for the part in your socket where it's thicker, and only start going down where it's thicker in the socket. So I'll stick it in the lathe, and I will put the big end in first, and I will stop at this line. And today I'm using a round carbide cutter. These are awesome cutters, guys. They leave a nice finish as well. Now if you do this, be careful, the socket may be really hot. This one's warm, not too bad. See how it's coming? Now what I'll do is wrap the back end of the socket before I put it back in the lathe. I'm using some emery paper here. Now the edges are a bit sharp, so what I do is I put it back in and I go and round off the edges here smoothly with the cutter. Okay, this socket is done. The edges are smooth thanks to those carbide cutters. Now I'm going to slap in the other socket and make that one up like I did the last one. Okay guys, both sockets are done. I will test them out in front of you and watch to the end. I'll tell you what you have to do to have a chance to win these two sockets. Okay, let's replace the plug on this engine. Now this is not the engine where it's the hardest to get the plug out, but it will help with a thinner socket. And I always recommend that you use an extension like this, but with an end like this so that the socket can pivot in it. It gives you a better chance to get that hard to reach spark plug out of there. If you have the socket on one of these extensions here or on your ratchet, you don't have the same wiggle room as you do with the other extension. Okay, here we go. RC12YC on this engine. Now it is recommended to do it by hand. If you can't, this will make it easier with this socket for sure. I've already got it started in the threads properly. But I do recommend that if you can reach in with your fingers, to always start threading a spark plug with your fingers so you know what's going on with those threads. However, in some circumstances, you just cannot do that. There is another trick for that. I'll show you that in another video. But for today, this socket's working great. See how thin it is? And I'm going to show you here on a scrap John's Red snowblower here with an LCT engine. These are the engines that you will find on Husqvarna and a lot of Aaron's machines. And some of these spark plugs here can be in a tight spot, as you can see. I've taken the spark plug boot off. I'll just use the bigger socket here to take it off and put it back in just to show you. So it goes in there nice and easy, and with the extension that pivots, it's a lot easier. Now, if you're working on a vehicle, you know that vehicles, some of the spark plugs are hard to reach. So a turn down socket like that will be a lot easier. See, that was easy as pie. Look, brand new spark plug. So I'll put it back in. See, usually there wasn't much room between the socket and the valve cover on these engines, but now it just goes in nice and easy. So now what I want to show you is taking off the spark plug with a socket that has not been turned down on the lathe. See, it's hard to get it on the plug here, and I'm not making this up. It is definitely hard to get the socket on there. These engines are basically the reason why I decided to do this with sockets. Seriously, LCT engines, the hardest engines to get at the spark plug. Look at this. Now what I've done in the past is I've removed that rubber piece from inside the socket. I was able to put the socket on the plug, but I noticed that I was breaking a lot of plugs, like breaking the porcelain right off the plug, even though I had taken the rubber off from inside the socket. So with this socket here, you don't need to fight with it. It'll just go on and come out very easily. Anyway, here are the two sockets finished up, turned down on the lathe. And check out the 5/8 socket. Alright, so you made it to the end of the video, and what I'm doing here today, as I mentioned, is I'm giving these two sockets to one lucky viewer today. All you have to do to be entered to win is like the video and comment below. What I will do is just randomly pick somebody, and then I will contact you. I'll give you a week to respond back to me. Please respond within that week. If not, I will move on to somebody else. I will get your details. Please be 18 years of age for me to send these to you. Make sure you confirm that with me in your message or email. The shipping cost is all on me. This is all on me. I'm paying for everything to be shipped anywhere in the world. It all depends who wins. So make sure to comment below and like the video, guys. Thanks for watching and have a great day.